The internet is on fire. And once again, it's all thanks to Tasha K's latest bombshell that has the entire reality world gasping for air. In a jaw-dropping twist that nobody saw coming, Tasha K has allegedly revealed that Jasmine is pregnant, and not just by anyone, but by none other than Mendeecees, the husband of love and hip-hop's Yandy Smith. Yes, you heard that right. The same couple that built their brand on loyalty, love, and redemption is now at the center of the biggest scandal reality TV has seen in years. According to Tasha K's so-called exclusive sources, Jasmine's been keeping a low profile for months, avoiding events, skipping social appearances, and posting cryptic captions like, "Some blessings come in silence." But when fans started connecting the dots, Tasha dropped her trademark bomb on her live stream. The streets are talking, and they're saying Mendeecees might have been a little too friendly with someone way too close to the family. The clip spread like wildfire. Fans are demanding answers. Yandy's name is trending, and insiders are whispering that this isn't just gossip, it's personal. If true, this could tear apart one of reality TV's most famous families, and Tasha K may have just lit the match. It started on an ordinary Sunday night. No new episodes, no premieres, just another quiet scroll through social media, until Tasha K went live. The notification hit millions of phones at once. Exclusive. Love and hip-hop's biggest couple just got caught in a pregnancy scandal. Within minutes, thousands joined the live stream, hearts pounding, screens glowing. And then she said the words that would send the internet into a frenzy. "Y'all, Jasmine is pregnant and word is, Mendeecees might be the father." For a moment, there was silence. Even Tasha paused, letting the shock marinate. Then came the comments, flooding in faster than the chat could scroll. "No way! Tasha, stop playing! Not Mendeecees!" The internet was in flames, and the receipts, according to Tasha, were already in motion. She began unraveling the story like a seasoned detective. "Listen," she said, leaning closer to the mic. "Y'all remember Jasmine? The one who used to hang around the circle before Yandy stopped inviting her? Well, apparently that wasn't about no business disagreement. That was about boundaries, ones that got crossed a long time ago. Screenshots flashed across her screen, blurry but convincing. Text messages allegedly between Jasmine and a contact saved as M with heart emojis and late-night timestamps. A photo of a dinner receipt from a luxury restaurant in Atlanta. Same night, Mendeecees was supposedly at a networking event. Tasha smirked, sipping her wine. "You tell me, Winos, does that look like business or pleasure?" By morning, the video had been reposted everywhere. Blogs, gossip pages, even celebrity news outlets. The Neighborhood Tea wrote, "Tasha K strikes again. Love and hip-hop couple rocked by cheating rumors." The Shade Room reposted the clip with fire emojis and the caption, "Whoo! Say it ain't so, Mendeecees." Yandy's name was trending before breakfast. Fans flooded her latest Instagram post, a smiling family picture from last week, with comments like, "Stay strong, sis," and "Please tell us this ain't true." But Yandy didn't respond. No words, no stories, no likes. Just silence. Meanwhile, Jasmine suddenly turned her comments off. Her last post, a mirror selfie in a flowy dress, her hand suspiciously placed near her stomach, was getting dissected like a crime scene. One fan zoomed in on the reflection and commented, "That bump ain't from food." Behind the scenes, insiders whispered that Yandy had already heard about the rumor before Tasha went public. One source claimed she confronted Mendeecees immediately after the live ended. She looked him dead in the eye and said, "Tell me it's not true." He didn't say yes, he didn't say no. He just sat there, the insider said. The next day, Love and hip-hop producers reportedly went into emergency mode. A source close to production told an entertainment blog, "We've dealt with cheating rumors before, but this is different. This hits home. It's real life." Cameras started following the cast again, hoping to capture the fallout. Yandy showed up to filming in sunglasses, expression unreadable. Mendeecees arrived hours later, avoiding the press. When asked about the allegations, he muttered, "Don't believe everything you hear," before walking inside. Back on social media, fans were already taking sides. Team Yandy flooded Twitter with love, calling her the strongest woman on reality TV. Team Jasmine accused her of being the next homewrecker storyline, and Tasha K, she doubled down. In her next post, she wrote, "I told y'all when I drop tea, I bring receipts. Don't play with me." But the chaos didn't stop there. Hours later, someone leaked a voice note allegedly between Jasmine and a close friend. In it, Jasmine's voice trembled as she said, "I didn't mean for this to happen. He told me things were over. He told me she knew. Fans went wild. Was she confessing? Was it edited?" Nobody knew, but everyone had an opinion. Yandy's silence only made things worse. Meanwhile, a producer from the show texted another cast member, "If this is real, next season just wrote itself." By that evening, the cast group chat was a war zone. Erica Mina allegedly told someone, "Yandy don't deserve that." If it's true, Jasmine better be ready. Another voice memo surfaced of Sierra saying, "This gonna break her. She loves that man." And as the sun set, Tasha K went live again, wine glass in hand, smirking into the camera. "They said I was lying," she said. "But now everybody's calling me for interviews." She leaned in closer. "And baby, I ain't even dropped the real receipts yet." The audience screamed in the comments, "What real receipts? Drop them now!" Tasha smiled. "Oh, trust me, it's coming. And when it does, y'all gonna see who's really loyal and who's been playing the whole family." The live ended, but the fire was just getting started. The morning after Tasha K's second live felt like a digital earthquake. Every gossip blog, podcast, and YouTube commentary show was dissecting every second of her reveal. The words Mendeecees, Yandy, and Jasmine dominated every trending list. Some fans called it the scandal of the year, while others said Tasha had finally gone too far. But for those close to the situation, it wasn't just content, it was chaos. Yandy hadn't posted a single thing since the story broke. Not a selfie, not a quote, not even a comment. But she was watching everything. Sources close to her claimed she'd been on the phone all night. First with producers, then with her mother, and finally with Mendeecees. The conversations weren't pretty. She kept asking him the same question over and over, a friend said. "Just tell me the truth. If it's not true, why aren't you denying it?" He kept saying, "I don't have to defend myself to the internet." But that wasn't enough for her. Meanwhile, Jasmine was nowhere to be found. Her social media was silent, her phone off, and her friends refusing to speak. But people noticed something strange. She'd quietly unfollowed everyone connected to the Love and Hip Hop cast, even Mendeecees. That move only fueled the fire. "She's hiding something," fans said. "She's trying to disappear before it all explodes." By noon, paparazzi were camped outside Yandy's store hoping for a reaction. When she finally appeared, dressed in black sweats and oversized sunglasses, cameras swarmed her. "Yandy, do you believe the rumors?" someone shouted. She didn't answer. She just shook her head and whispered, "Pray for me," before getting into her car. That clip went viral instantly. The comment sections flooded with heartbreak emojis and messages of support. "She doesn't deserve this," one fan wrote. "She stood by that man for years, through jail, through everything." Another added, "If this is true, Mendeecees just ruined the best thing that ever happened to him." Meanwhile, Mendeecees himself tried to get ahead of the story. Late that night, he posted a black screen to his Instagram story with the caption, "Don't let gossip destroy what you built. Real ones know the truth. It didn't help." Within minutes, fans accused him of gaslighting and hiding behind vague quotes. "Say her name," one user wrote. "Are you denying it or not?" Another comment read, "You said the same thing before, Mendeecees. We need receipts." As the backlash grew, Tasha K dropped yet another teaser. "If they don't want to talk, I'll make them talk. Part 2 coming soon, with the messages everyone's been asking for." When that live dropped, chaos erupted again. Tasha claimed that one of Jasmine's close friends had come forward with screenshots of late-night messages between Jasmine and Mendeecees. One of them read, "You said she doesn't need to find out. I'm trusting you." Another, supposedly from Mendeecees, said, "I'll handle Yandy. Don't stress. I'll handle Yandy. Don't stress." The screenshots weren't confirmed, but that didn't stop them from spreading. Every gossip outlet picked them up within hours. Even Entertainment Buzz Weekly posted a story titled, "Receipts or Rumors?" The internet divided over Tasha K's explosive allegations. The Love and Hip Hop producers, sensing ratings gold, immediately called an emergency meeting. "We can't ignore this," one executive said. "If we handle it right, this could be the biggest moment in franchise history." Another warned, "Or it could destroy it completely." They decided to film everything. Cameras followed Yandy through her days of silence, her face drawn and weary. She spoke only once during filming, her voice cracking. "I've been through public humiliation before. I've had to be strong before. But this feels different. This feels like betrayal." Meanwhile, Jasmine finally resurfaced on Instagram. She posted a photo of herself in a simple white dress, no caption, no comments allowed. Fans immediately noticed she looked visibly pregnant. "That's a bump," one fan wrote. "She's not even hiding it anymore." The internet exploded. "So it's true? That's Mendeecees' baby? No way!" "Lord, this is messy." Yandy's friends started rallying around her. Erica Mina posted a story saying, "If loyalty was a woman, it'd be Yandy." Kimbella wrote, "Keep your head high, queen. God sees everything." Even Cardi B liked one of Yandy's old posts, fueling even more speculation that the situation had reached the industry's inner circle. But it wasn't just fans watching anymore. Mendeecees' business sponsors started to distance themselves. A fitness brand he endorsed quietly removed his photo from their website. A charity event he'd been scheduled to host was suddenly postponed indefinitely. And then came the most shocking moment yet. A leaked audio file hit the internet. It was supposedly Mendeecees talking to a friend, saying she wasn't supposed to keep it. Fans froze. The line played over and over across TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Everyone was asking the same question. Was Mendeecees really trying to convince Jasmine not to have the baby? Yandy heard it too. In the next film scene, she sat on her couch, holding her phone, tears in her eyes. "After everything we've been through, after all the years I held him down..." She trailed off, unable to finish the sentence. That episode's clip leaked online before it even aired. It was viewed 12 million times in 24 hours. The world was watching, waiting for the truth. But Yandy wasn't ready to give it to them yet. Meanwhile, Tasha K announced she wasn't done. "There's one more piece to this puzzle," she said in her next teaser. "And when I show y'all who knew what, from the beginning, you're gonna scream." The question wasn't if things would explode again. It was when, and that explosion was about to happen, on camera. When filming resumed, producers didn't need to push anyone. The tension was already electric. Yandy arrived at the set in silence, her team of stylists and makeup artists whispering nervously. She didn't smile, didn't look at the cameras. She sat down on the couch, hands clasped tightly in her lap. She wasn't Yandy the brand, the businesswoman, the mogul. She was Yandy the wife, the woman who had just been publicly humiliated on every screen in America. Then came Mendeecees. He entered the studio quietly, but the second his face appeared on the monitors, the atmosphere cracked. Crew members whispered. One producer muttered under his breath, "This is about to go left." The host cleared his throat. "We're not here to attack anyone," he said. "We're here for clarity. We're here for truth." Yandy's voice was calm but ice cold. "Then start with him." Mendeecees avoided her eyes. "Yandy, you know me. You know how people twist things online?" She laughed bitterly. "Twist?" Mendeecees' Tasha K didn't Photoshop Jasmine's stomach, and she didn't make up that audio. "So unless the internet got your voice wrong, I'd like to hear it straight from you." He sighed heavily. "I messed up. I was stupid. But it wasn't like that." Yandy's jaw clenched. "Then how was it?" Before he could answer, the studio doors opened. Gasps rippled through the set. Jasmine walked in. She looked nervous, wearing a loose cream dress and oversized sunglasses. Her hands trembled and everyone noticed. The bump was unmistakable. The room froze. The host's voice cracked. "Jasmine, thank you for being here. Are you confirming what's been said?" She hesitated, eyes darting between Yandy and Mendeecees. "I didn't come here to fight," she said softly. "I just want to tell my truth." Yandy's eyes flashed. "Your truth?" she repeated, voice trembling. "My kids have been crying all week because of your truth." Jasmine's lips quivered.
Yandy, I'm sorry.
I never meant for it to happen this way. I didn't even plan to say anything, but once Tasha dropped that video, it all came out. Mendeecees buried his face in his hands.
Please don't do this here.
No, Yandy snapped. You wanted privacy when you were lying, now you'll have honesty in public. Jasmine took a shaky breath. I didn't come here to embarrass anyone. I just want people to stop calling me a liar. It's real. I'm pregnant. And yes, Mendeecees is the father. The studio erupted. Castmates screamed. The audience gasped. The host looked like he might faint. Yandy froze, completely still, completely broken. When she finally spoke, her voice was eerily calm. I stood by you through everything, she said to Mendeecees. Through prison, through rumors, through every single storm. And this is how you repay me? By making me the headline in somebody else's gossip video? Mendeecees tried to reach for her hand, but she pulled away.
Don't touch me,
she said quietly. Jasmine started crying.
I didn't mean to ruin your family, she said.
Yandy looked at her sharply.
You didn't ruin my family, Jasmine.
He did, she pointed at Mendeecees. You were just the weapon. The silence that followed was heavy. Even Tasha K's crew, who'd been invited to film exclusive footage for her next segment, stopped recording for a moment. Finally, Mendeecees whispered, I'll fix this. Yandy laughed through her tears. You can't fix this. You can't fix me. She stood up, trembling but strong, and walked off the set. Cameras followed her as she stepped into the hallway, sobbing quietly.
They turned my life into a storyline, she whispered, and I didn't even agree to it.
Inside, Jasmine sat crying while Mendeecees stared at the floor. She's never gonna forgive me, he murmured. The host sighed. The internet doesn't forgive either. Outside, Yandy got into her car and whispered to the cameras one last time. I'll be okay, she said softly, but they're gonna have to live with what they did. And so will the world. That night, Tasha K uploaded the final part of her expose. The thumbnail showed Yandy's tearful face and the words, "The truth is out, Jasmine confirms it all." It broke the internet. Again. The world woke up to a digital explosion. Clips of Yandy walking off set were plastered across every social feed, replayed, remixed, and debated in endless comment threads. The once beloved power couple was now reality TV's biggest tragedy. Everyone had an opinion. Fans, bloggers, ex-castmates, even strangers who barely knew the show. In Harlem, camera crews hovered outside Yandy's business, catching glimpses of her arriving early in the morning, dressed down, face hidden under a hoodie. She didn't speak. When one reporter called out, "Yandy, are you leaving Mendeecees?" She just looked up briefly, eyes swollen, and said, "Some things you don't come back from." Inside the studio, producers were torn between guilt and opportunity. Ratings had tripled overnight, but so had backlash. Hashtags like Justice for Yandy, or Boycott the Show, and Our Tasha K Did Too Much filled every feed. Sponsors threatened to pull out, yet the network refused to cut the footage. They knew it had become cultural lightning. Meanwhile, Jasmine went into hiding. Her phone off, social media deleted, she reportedly fled Atlanta to stay with family. But 1 week later, a photo surfaced. Jasmine in a hospital gown holding a sonogram. The caption read simply, "Pray for peace." Within hours, the image had over 1 million views. The internet exploded again. Some offered sympathy. Others unleashed cruelty. "That baby's innocent," one fan wrote. But this story ain't. Mendeecees, cornered by public outrage, finally issued a shaky statement on Instagram Live. "I hurt people I love," he said, eyes red. "I made mistakes I can't undo. All I can do now is be a father to all my kids and face what I did like a man." The comments were brutal. "Too late. You broke the realest woman on TV. Apologize to Yandy, not the internet. Apologize to Yandy, not the internet." The finale of Love and Hip Hop New York aired 2 weeks later. The episode opened with silent clips. Yandy packing up her things, the kids laughing in the background, Mendeecees standing at a window, alone. Then came the final scene. Yandy sitting in her confessional chair, calm but broken. "Everybody keeps asking if I'll forgive him," she said quietly. "Forgiveness isn't the problem. Forgetting is." I can't forget how it felt to wake up one day and find out the whole world knew something that was supposed to break me before I even had time to breathe." She looked straight into the camera. "But I'm still here." That's what they didn't expect. The screen faded to black. No dramatic music, no cliffhanger, just silence. Fans everywhere cried, tweeted, and argued into the night. Some called Yandy an icon for walking away with dignity. Others begged her to rebuild her marriage. But deep down, everyone knew the fairy tale was over. Tasha K, of course, capitalized. Her next video, titled "I Told Y'all," exclusive post-scandal interview coming soon, broke her own viewing record. "The tea spilled," she said with a smirk. But the pot's still boiling. The network later announced a spin-off special, Yandy, Rebirth. It promised to show her healing, rebuilding, and moving forward. Mendeecees wasn't mentioned once. By the time the headlines cooled, one truth remained. The empire built on loyalty and family had crumbled. And a single leak had done what years of drama never could, expose how fragile forever really was. And just like that, another chapter in reality. TV history closed with heartbreak, betrayal, and a truth too raw to ignore. Tasha K's shocking reveal didn't just end a marriage, it rewrote the rules of celebrity gossip. Yandy's silence spoke louder than any clapback. Jasmine's tears reminded everyone that every rumor has a cost. And Mendeecees' fall from grace became the lesson no one could scroll past. But what do you think? Was Tasha K wrong for exposing the truth? Or did she only reveal what was already crumbling behind the scenes? Was Jasmine manipulated, or did she know exactly what she was doing? And most of all, should Yandy ever forgive Mendeecees, or is this the end for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're reading, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next scandal breakdown. Because in this world of love, lies, and leaked receipts, one thing's for sure: the tea will always find its way out.